Hey, everybody, and welcome to the Empowering Industry Podcast. I'm your host, Charli Matthews, and I am so excited about the conversation today. I have known our guest for a long time, and I've seen her just at different events, once in particular. But just I love when I get to spend time with people that we only kind of see at a glance at an event. And so, without further delay, Linda, jump on here and introduce yourself.
I appreciate it. Appreciate being here. I am Linda Raynes. I am President and CEO at Electrical Apparatus Service Association, which we call EASA. Been with the association for a long time. I tell people I started when I was 3, because I believe at this point it's almost 42 years. And I've been in this position since the Chief Staff Executive since 1998. So a good while.
Yes, so she knows all about EASA and, have met tons of people in industry and just been a staple for the motor industry in that regard. And so I always wonder, and I ask this question to everyone. I'm sure people get tired of me asking, but Linda, I mean, how did you get started into this industry?
Well, unlike many of our members, which are, family businesses and they kind of grow up in the business, working for an association, I came to the association thinking I would be here a year or two and decide what I want to do for the rest of my life, right? My background is actually communications and, believe it or not, radio broadcasting. So I was in radio for a couple of years. That's what I went to school for. I did radio news and decided after a couple of years, you know what, maybe this is not for me. I'll move back to the St. Louis area and decide what I want to do. Picked up the job at EASA really as an admin. And the reality is, I love working for our members. Our members are really hardworking, salt of the earth people, largely small businesses, and you just fall in love with the industry. And it's a niche industry. I often say that if you weren't working in it or for it, you wouldn't realize it exists, but it is critical to everything. Electric motors, pumps, drives, they're everywhere, right? So it's important stuff, and we just love supporting them.
Well, I love that about you, Linda, that we are in that media side at the start in communications. But I also get that falling in love with industry, and that is exactly what you do. You fall in love with the people because you realize how important their work is, and that we couldn't survive without it. And you're definitely not within the same comfort level as we experience today. So you just have such pride and gratitude for them, and so I love that. In that family feel that's always there at EASA too.
Absolutely. And for those who aren't familiar with EASA, what our members do, we're talking electromechanical service, repair, and sales companies. So they are repairing your industrial, large commercial, electric motors, pumps, drives. Many of our members handle wind generators, some do transformers, just a lot of stuff that keeps industry running. Um,
Absolutely. And one thing that's unique, and you mentioned it, is these are small businesses, and you actually help um, train. There's a part of this that's educational about how to run a business, kind of the sales piece of it that you might not understand that part of ESA, just looking at it on if you're in the motors technical side of things. And I just found that fascinating because it really is helping them to be successful in business.
Absolutely. I mean, our mission really is to help our members be successful, elevate their performance. So EASA does a lot of what you would expect from a trade association that is supporting the industry. We do have the ANSI approved standard for electrical apparatus rotating equipment repair, right? AR 100, as we call it. Um, and we do education training. We've got a lot of recently launched things in that regard. But we also, on the other side, as you say, we do a lot on the business side as well, particularly related to our convention, which we have coming up in July. We do industry research. That's a general session at our annual convention. We have multiple excellent sales sessions, management session on profitability. In Nashville, we have some of, in many trades, most trades, workforce challenges are, I mean, that's top of mind, right? So we have multiple sessions on that, including from our industry speakers and from experts, coming in. So, and obviously our members are experts in that regard, right? So we have multiple tracks, multiple sessions on artificial intelligence and how members are using it in their service centers related to engineering. And so, yeah, we do a lot on the business side. We're very much known as the technical association, and we have technical support, which is just world class. We have 6 engineers on staff that support our members. Our engineers handle, boy, something like 15,000 technical inquiries per year, which is amazing. It can range from 50 to 100 a day or more, just depending on what's going on. And that's ranging from just motor data checks to redesigns to root cause failure analysis to process to application, you name it. And our engineers are able to help our members. So.
Yeah, that's wonderful. And so, y'all who maybe don't know, the conference is coming up. That is July 19th through the 22nd. It's going to be in Nashville. I'll be there. So it's going to be an exciting one. I'm really looking forward to it. It's been too long since I've been there in person. So excited about that. But there's one other thing that I wanted to ask you about on the schedule. There was a leadership forum that's listed there. Is that the kind of least leadership team getting together? What is that?
Well, we're blessed to have a bunch of chapters that serve our members on the more local and regional level. And it's a chapter officer leadership forum to help them, guide them, and really a networking opportunity for our various chapter leaders to come together. So that's the leadership forum. That happens usually every other year, but it's a great opportunity. And then our sessions open to our members and other attendees on that Saturday afternoon, the 19th. So,
Okay.
yeah, the
Yeah. So
chapter leadership forum.
I
Yeah.
just thought that's just another way that y'all are educating and helping kind of connect and collaborate there with our leaders. So I was drawn to that, of course. And well, so anything else specific about the conference or convention, as you say, before I want to ask you a couple more things about just EASA in general.
Well, I'll just say initially, if you haven't booked your rooms, do that soon because we're running out of rooms. In fact, we're trying to get more rooms we'll be at the Gaylord Opryland Resort and Convention Center, which is a fabulous facility. We have an excellent rate where the resort fee is included. And if you're wearing your EASA badge, you get a 25% discount on your meals at the sit-down restaurants. We have a discount on parking, so you want to get your room right away. But just we have a wide variety of sessions for almost every ilk of the service center and those who are interested in the electromechanical industry. So go to EASA.com and you will see the convention tab there and check it out. We'll have a
Yes,
lot
and
going on and great social events, by the way. So we're taking EASA on the General Jackson Showboat Sunday evening. We have discount tickets for the Grand Ole Opry on Tuesday evening. Some of our exhibitors always do wonderful events on Monday evening that many are invited to. And we're fortunate this year, we have a service center tour that is available to attendees, and it's a recently built center. So that's exciting as well. We just have lots going on, not to mention the Solutions Expo, which is growing. We have a bunch of first-time exhibitors, and it's looking great as well. There is so much to learn just in the Solutions Expo. It's amazing. from the major motor manufacturers, of course, to the major suppliers to the industry, the service providers and education providers and so forth. And of course, you can learn more about EASA there as well.
Yeah, absolutely. And before we jumped on here, I was telling Linda how I've got to get registered for some of these events because they have so many choices and opportunities to network, have fun. And, that's how I think of ESA. It's from way back when I started, going to trade shows. It was always such a fun event. You felt like you could see industry there and learn. And so I hope everybody will take advantage of that and get signed up early and go ahead and make their plans. So again, we've kind of changed a little bit. It's in July the 19th through the 22nd. And we'll link all of that in the show notes too for y'all. Make it easy. Uh,
And typically we're in June. We're in July this year because it's a rebook from when we had to cancel from the pandemic. So that's how we ended up in July.
Well, that just shows you they're being resourceful and was able to use that as we had to move things around. But I'm excited about it. I mean, it will be warm in Nashville in July, but that'll be
Under that Gaylord bubble, it's always 72 degrees, right?
exactly. It's such a beautiful facility. You're right. You're right. Always bring the little layer with you for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, is there anything else that you want to share just as ESA in general that you have going on?
We have, we've had a lot going on in the last couple years. Last year, we debuted our new learning management system, our EASA Online Learning Center, um, our new certificate program for the electromechanical repair technician. People need to check that out at our training tab at EASA.com. It's been very successful, far exceeding our, you never know how these things are going to go, right? But everyone knows that training employees is a challenge and carving out the time and so forth. And this makes it very convenient and extremely affordable for them. Just within the last month, we launched our artificial intelligence assistant at EASA.com, and we have named him Eddie, kind of playing on eddy currents in electric motors, right?
I love it. I love it.
And that is growing in popularity. And the beauty of Eddie is that he is educated on all of EASA's, or most of EASA's technical resources. So it's not like going out to an open whatever and wondering whether you're going to get good or bad information. And Eddie cites the sources from which he is giving the information. And also saying, this is a case where consult the technical support team, here's some information, but you want to be careful. If you're a member, consult technical support. So, but non-members do have access to Eddie for a few inquiries per week. And, it'll give a few lines. And at some point, you want to join to get that kind of information, right? But we're very excited about that. Members are excited about that because Eddie is 24/7. Our technical support team is marvelous, and Eddie absolutely does not replace them. Eddie augments and is a great tool for our members and others. So we're excited about that.
I am so glad to see industry leading authorities putting that into action because it's so important that we practice and get to know the best way to use AI and for y'all to be doing that and showing how it can be used and be protected, right? The information be protected and you feel safe using it and not just taking advice from the unknown. I love that so much. So that I can see why people would be excited that y'all are doing that. Wonderful, wonderful work. There was one thing that you had mentioned earlier too on kind of non-members to become members. How did someone become a member?
Well, it depends on what kind of business they're in. So one thing that a lot of people don't realize that is that even if you are an end user, a manufacturer, a water wastewater facility, if you do some of your own electromechanical maintenance and repair, you are eligible to join. You can just go to our website and go to the membership page, and you can see all, what's available to you, the cost structure and so forth. Our dues for repair firm members are based on number of employees, um, but very affordable. If you are a supplier to the industry, a manufacturer, strictly a distributor, our associate category would be most appropriate for you, and we would encourage you to check that out. We have a testimonial or two at our website. There are some it's through EASA that they built their business, really and truly, which is marvelous. We also have an allied membership category for, let's say, consulting firms, or, utilities that are not doing their own repair, or energy agencies, or whatever the case may be. So if you just go to that membership tab, that's easy to do. Um, if someone applies to, let's say, our active membership, what we deem our active membership, which is for the repair, maintenance firms and sales firms, um, all of them complete an application, of course. It's pretty quick on all sides, but with our repair firm members, those are approved by their location chapter and the regional director, and that's typically done within 30 days and most times within a couple of weeks. And then they have access to just awesome resources. And the beautiful thing about our membership is that the company belongs, but every employee at that company location is considered a member and has access to just a treasure trove of technical and business information at our website. Once they log in, I mean, the world is their oyster from that perspective. So all employees have access to it. It's not just one individual.
Yeah, and I think that's such a great that it's not going to take you this long process. So there's still time in order to be a member before EASA's convention. So y'all go ahead and look into that. I feel so excited for people looking for knowledge and to get connected in industry. With that,
Absolutely. And you don't have to be a member to attend the convention, by the way. So you can come on in, check us out, and talk to people and so forth. We'd love to talk to you there and visit
yes,
the
they even let
EASA.
me in there, y'all.
We
So
even let Charli in.
wonderful. Well, I wanted to ask you, you know, just on kind of what kind of a side note, on like supply chain, are y'all getting questions in that regard that come into you? You had mentioned kind of all of these questions, technical questions that are coming in. But do you ever get any of that like supply chain, or what's going on with the economy type of questions that come in?
We do. Not overwhelming, because I know our members do network with each other on these things as well. We do have an economist that will be at our convention, and that will be a general session on Tuesday morning. So members can get clued in there. But we do, and members certainly, I see sometimes, collaboration between members. We have networking groups, chapter, regional meetings, and how are you handling this, for example? We have a Women of EASA Facebook page that member ladies can ask questions of each other. And as a matter of fact, one of the recent exchanges was, how are you handling this in terms of quotes? We don't know what our cost is going to be 30 days down the road. So, they were sharing language back and forth that, here's how we're handling this, for example. So yes, we do get those questions, and, we handle them as best we can. And sometimes we're obviously asking questions of the members. What are you dealing with? And that's part of even our industry research session that we will have. The general session is on the future of the service centers industry, really the future of EASA service centers. And our consultant has done a bunch of qualitative interviews in that regard. So, and we will have a panel of members, and that will be very enlightening, I think, for whether you are a service center or a manufacturer, or someone who is using the equipment. That will be very interesting to you.
Yeah, I love that so much. Okay, last question. Um, if uh, if somebody's going, I guess, let me think of how I want to say this. If What advice would you give somebody coming into industry?
Into this industry, go to our website at EASA.com, and we have a find a member section. And if you are looking to get into the industry, you can search our members by state, find a service center in your area, and apply. Our members are looking for people who want to learn and want to work. Um, Trades are becoming more and more popular these days. This is an industry where you can get on the job training, and those service centers have access to very good training through EASA. I know a lot of them do a lot of training on, well, they have to do training on the job, right? So they are interested and eager to work with people who are interested in learning. And the one thing, not the one thing, one of the many things about this industry is that it is essential. When everything shut down with COVID, our industry did not shut down because our members keep everything running. I don't know of a layoff. I'm sure there were, but or scale backs or whatever. But this is an essential industry, and it's one with great opportunity in terms of career trajectory and career earnings. It is definitely something to check out.
Wonderful, wonderful. Well, Linda, I could talk to you all day about ESA because I'm very excited about it. And I do want to do a little rapid fire with you. What is your favorite book?
Well, I have to say the Bible.
I love it. I love it. Also my favorite. There is, let's see, what about music? Do you have any favorite kind of music?
I am very old school. I like a lot of, I love Billy Joel and all that, but I'm old school. You would think that I was born a few decades before because I like the American classics, the standards and so forth. So I'm a Frank Sinatra, Michael Bublé kind of girl, you
I
know.
love it. I love it. Love it. Love it. We will put a little country music on for y'all in Nashville for sure. But okay, what about the best advice you've ever received?
Uh, one of the things my father said was, "This too shall pass." There are challenges every day in life, and some of them are really major, and you just walk one step at a time, and that will pass. And really, the other one is, which I take to great heart, is you need to treat everyone the same, whether they are a CEO, no matter what they do, everybody is working honorably, and every job is an honorable job. So no, there is no room for disrespect.
Absolutely. I love that. And we're just people. We're just people. So be kind to people. Well, thank you so much again for your time today, Linda. I will, of course, put links in the show notes for you. But if somebody wanted to contact you directly, what's the best way for them to get in touch with you?
My email is lraynes, Raynes, at EASA.com. Feel free.
Plain and simple, just connect with Linda. Thanks again, and I look forward to seeing you in July.
Look forward to it. Thanks for the opportunity.
And for the
Take care.
rest of you, if you are in industry, share this episode so they can be excited with us. And hopefully, we'll all, get to have a great time in Nashville together. So until next time, be empowering.